I'm Tom Bozikis, communications teacher and magician. I was 9 years old. My family went to Disney World on a family vacation. And we're walking down Main Street and there's a magic shop. And so we went in there and I was looking at all the different things and I saw a magician behind the counter do a trick and I was bitten by the magic bug. Being a magician, it's you know, everybody thinks it's just, you know, you just do tricks and that. But I've had to reinvent myself a couple times. I used it as a motivational type of a tool. I used it as a selling tool. I used it strictly for entertainment. I used it to hopefully inspire kids. And while I was doing that, I would set up a camera and I would set up some mics and I would videotape myself. The coolest magic memory I have, that's a great question. It probably was, I was about 15 years old. I was at my grandparents' house and I was watching Doug Henning on TV doing a magic special. And he did this trick called the Decolta chair, is the name of the trick. I know it now, but back then it really blew my mind. And it made me realize what magic is all about. The trick was this. It was a giant stage. There was a chair just like this. He sat down in it, or put his assistant in it, covered it with a giant like tarp or blanket, whatever, stood behind the chair, grabbed it from the back of his head and pulled, and all you saw was the chair. Rolled up the blanket, dropped it, and walked off stage. And I sat there almost in amazement, and then I realized that that's what I want to do. I want to create a sense of wonder for you. And that's what I hope I do when I perform. When it's, you know, for entertainment or whatever, I don't want you to think that, you know, I'm the greatest magician in the world or how did he do that? I want you to go, God, that was so cool. And you've got that feeling of wonder in your head. For 6.5 years, almost 7 years, I worked at the famous Pump Room restaurant, which is downtown Chicago. I opened up for Bob Dylan, the famous rock star, because of the Pump Room. They got my number, I guess, from the Pump Room, or maybe they got it from, you know, my card, because I don't remember. And then the next thing I know is that they're like, you know, hey, can you be here tomorrow? And it was kind of cool. I did some colleges, and when I was doing colleges, I would do an alcohol awareness program. And I was performing at a restaurant up in Lake Forest, and this had to be probably in the early 2000s. And I'm running around like a chicken with my head cut off, as you saw when I was working before, and there was a lot of kids and families, and one of the hostess comes up to me and says, there's a woman that would like to speak to you at the front desk. And I said, oh, okay. And I just got busy, and it was like 15 minutes later, and I realized, oh my God, I never went up there. So I run up to the front desk, and there's a young girl there. And I said, someone looking for me? And she said, oh yeah, I am. And so I said, yeah, well, what can I do for you? I thought it was maybe a family that broke a balloon or something. And she said, I just want to let you know that I go to school at the University of Wisconsin. And you were there last month doing a alcohol program. And I said, yeah. And I thought she was going to say, you know, yeah, it was great. You know, I recognize you. And I said, well, yeah, well, why? And she said, well, I was in here for dinner with my family Wednesday night. And I saw your picture on the wall. And I said, Mom, Dad, that's the guy that I saw. And I said, oh, well, great. She goes, no, what you don't understand is that my brother was killed in a drunken driving accident 5 years ago. And after seeing your presentation and your drug program, it really all kind of clicked and made sense for me. And I just came to say thank you. And I got the chills, I got goosebumps, my head must have gone, I don't know how I got into the car to drive home. It was such an incredible feeling that, you know what? I am affecting people. I am hopefully changing people and making them aware of what's out there. So that's kind of another cool memory of mine.